I got some LaNew shoes. This is quite possibly the first video in English about LaNew. This company has been around for a long time in Taiwan. I've been here a long time. I was here originally in 1994, and I remember in the first couple of years that I was here, I went to LaNew. I bought a green suede boot. And the reason why I liked it was because they were so comfortable. They had like a cushion. It was like this thick in the heel. It was like pre-Hoka. They had this little air hole in the heel, so when you walk, it would go psh, psh, like a piston. And people were making fun of me because of it. Maybe they thought I was like breaking wind when I was, no, I don't know. Needless to say, I didn't wear them too much. Fast forward to 2020, I have plantar fasciitis. In Mandarin, 足底筋膜炎, I guess. I was telling my sister-in-law about this, and she recommended that I go to LaNew. There's 2 LaNew stores in Zhanghua, where I live here in Taiwan. Hadn't been in any of those stores for, as I said, like 20 years since that pair of weird suede high tops. I was quite impressed. I don't give a hoot about what people say about brand names, that are all popular. As long as the shoe is functional and it looks pretty good, hey, I'll take a chance. So I went into the store and I was thoroughly impressed with the service. First of all, they give the choice of coffee or tea in a shoe store. Next, I went through this procedure of measuring my feet. And he stepped on this scanner. This is what you get. They photograph your feet. They measure your foot down to the millimeters. My right foot is slightly larger. It's also fatter. It's common for most people to have one foot larger than the other. You can actually see how on my right side, I am not putting as much weight on this foot. I'm really favoring the left because the right side is where I have the plantar fasciitis. I got the DCS innersole, which is specifically made for plantar fasciitis. We got 2 pair in this style, which is like a running or walking shoe. I really like this vertical mesh pattern. Kind of reminds me of my UA Velocities, which I should have done a review about, but I never got to it. It's a pretty good looking shoe. Nice overlays here and a different mesh pattern on the back. Not so sure what the drop is, but I know there is a heel to 4-foot drop in this. Good cushioning, pretty stable in the back, and you have this nice little tab to pull your shoe on. They have all kinds of shoes in this place. I think what they do is look at what is out there in the market and they just copy them. I mean, these shoes don't even have like a name for their different models. Maybe this one's called the LaNew 250. This is basically the same shoe, but the overlays are a bit different and the mesh pattern. I teach in this one and walk primarily. These are 325 grams. For running, I'm still using my Under Armour Infinities, or Infinite. Check out that video. Even though they are the same model number, the 250, the back is just slightly different. This one has a higher back, and this one has a little dip right here for your Achilles. Both shoes have ample hard rubber on the hot spots, and this is kind of like an EVA. Black ones I'm using as my indoor trainer for my bike and for stairs. I run stairs once in a while when I can't get outside. And for the minimal shoe, we got this. Also a pretty good looking shoe. This one has flatter laces, a much thinner tongue. I like the silver thread in this. The heel to toe drop is pretty flat. Again, we got hard rubber on the bottom. And these come in at 220 grams. All three pairs have like a kick plate in the front. I waited a little bit to make this video because I wanted to really break in the shoes and see how they were going, and I'm enjoying wearing all of these. All the shoes came in this massive bag, and you get the biggest shoehorn you've ever seen. So that concludes my episode on LaNew shoes. As far as what's coming up with Runner's Garden, I have a new massage chair to review by Osem. I still haven't gotten to my Solomon Active Skin 8 review, so stay tuned. I had ankle weights, and they were like this fake leather, and they were flaking. So what I did was simply get some tape, which is soft enough to mold to all the creases, and it's working out fine. In many cases, you don't have to throw out your old gear, you just repurpose it. These are first generation Go Runs. Took the laces out. I use them as slippers, but something to cover my feet when I go outside there and work on the garden. No doubt a race review coming up with Da Kang, I guess it's called. It's a 25K in the mountains. I believe there's 3 or 4 big climbs, so it's not going to be a fast one, but you'll see JC and I kicking it out on that one. So stay tuned for a race report. Today, what we have in store is this workout. I'll put all the days together into one. The only thing I couldn't do was the pulley push downs, which I'm ordering through Amazon. I'm getting a pulley and I'm gonna put it up there. For supplements, I'm doing fish oil. These triple strength minis, they're good because the bigger ones, they cause a GERD reaction in me. I just started probiotics. Wow, that's amazing. It's like a magic trick.